Hello, my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark Interloper in our quest to survive in a frozen post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and currently we're here inside the Quonset Garage as an Aurora sets in, causing the electronics to light up with electricity. Got the radio on to some nice classical music. I'm really not sure where this is broadcasting from. Some kind of automation, I would imagine, from a radio tower on the island with the people long gone. At least I would hope. If they're still around, I would think they would leave some kind of broadcast message or something. But anyway, this is an opportunity for us to talk to the trader and let him know that we have completed our part of the bargain so he can come pick up our trade. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Let him know we are here.
The voice on the radio is back.
All right, I'm glad you're here. We've completed our part of the trade. It's all ready to go for you in that special box you made.
On my way.
Okay. And just like that, he's going to go and pick up the items and leave the chemical boots for us. Would be kind of nice if we could do a new trade. I'm not quite sure how that works. We have to wait for him to transfer the items. I'm going to click on this. Let's see what happens. Trader unavailable. Okay, so he's probably going to go to the island and complete the trade. I wonder if we can just wait a minute and see if he will accept new trade options. We've got quite a few items, so we could trade. We've got lots of pelts. I've got a little bit of oil. We've got some coal. Ptarmigan down. Things like that. So it would be kind of nice to get a trade going. I did harvest up all our torches. Got some sticks. Looks like our next objective, we just need to get some cedar firewood and also some fir firewood in order to use our woodworking tools. Let me turn this off. Classical's nice once in a while, but so is silence, I must say. Guys, by the way, you probably hear from my voice, I am sick. It seems like that happens every time it's back to school. The kids bring home some kind of new sickness, so I think, I was listening to a kind of a science podcast thing. They were talking about kids in the 70s, 80s, maybe even the 90s. If you had your tonsils removed as a kid, you're actually more susceptible to getting sick. And that was me. As a kid, I got my tonsils removed. They are a lot more reluctant to remove kids' tonsils now. Kind of interesting. And they talked about that on the science podcast. I guess you actually need those to help fight germs or, I don't know, something like that. Anyway, let me try one more time on the radio. Let's see if the guy will do one last trade. Be nice to see what new trade options he has. Otherwise, I think we're just going to go to sleep. Trader unavailable. Okay. It's just as well. We have a lot to do. Get some sleep, and in the morning we're going to explore a little bit. Let's get a drink. And we'll get some sleep. We're going to go for 10 hours. Hopefully we'll get the full rest benefit and be fully healed in the morning. So I will see you guys in the morning. All right. Good morning, everybody. Looks like we could have rested a tiny bit more, judging by our thirst meter. You can see we're just barely not quite thirsty. That tells me that
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
probably could have slept just a little bit longer. I started to kind of organize stuff here. I dropped all of our salt, got it organized, and I kind of got distracted with the water situation. I would like to go out and get some meat right outside our front door. We should have a nice pile of cooked meat we can get. And we'll take all those. All right, let's take a look at what the day holds outside. We might be able to get a free fire. Okay, not exactly the right conditions for a free fire. However, can get some free food. Got some cooked bear meat here. These are just little slivers, looks like, based on the amount of calories we're getting. That's a little better. Nice. Fully satiated. Can drop those. Not sure what the wildlife situation is like today. Temperature is quite cold. This is going to be a bit of a challenge getting the wood harvested and all that because of the temperature. Ooh, did I leave meat out here? Wow, guys, I just happened to see that. Probably right before it despawned as well. Let's take that inside and finish harvesting that.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
It's probably best if I wait till the weather's warm anyway. Get another 2 kilograms of meat off of this guy. Our hacksaw's getting down in condition, down to 83%. But we do have 2 quality tools on the workbench, so we could easily fix it, especially if we get some metal. Okay, nice. Got a little bit of meat there. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about the weather because it's so cold. I would like to get some of that wood harvested. I might have to just do like a skip, I think. Do a little bit of a skip until I can start using our woodworking tools. Might be kind of boring for you guys to watch me just sit and harvest wood. I might head out and figure all that out. So, yeah, leave a comment, guys. If you actually enjoy that, do you actually want to watch me harvest wood? It's going to be a bit of a challenge and time consuming, but I do want to get 10 pieces of fir, 10 cedar wood. I think a skip is probably the best thing, but leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, guys, well, I was out harvesting some sticks, trying to get tired to sleep for the night when I heard a noise, and it ended up being the bear.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we can get his attention. Let's add some fuel here. Man, I'm hoping I can get this bear's attention again. Where are you, bear?
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
He's got to be coming. I just saw him. Come on over, bear. Where are you? There he is. He's close.
Fingers.
Alright, come on, bear. Yeah, I just don't feel safe with those guys around here. Quonset Garage is right there. So I'm going to take a shot at that, you know. Let's take a look at how many bears we've killed. Bear's guild is 10, so when that goes to 11, we'll know he is dead. May as well take advantage of the fire. We'll do a liter. It's got an hour on the fire. We are a tiny bit warm. It's too bad that's not like a fir branch. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can stay warm right here. Am I warm? Ooh, just barely out of reach, unfortunately. Cedar limb. I can harvest this one. I'll just get this. Let's do it by hand. 10 minutes for 3 sticks. Okay guys, well I was able to find this bear by getting way up high on the mountain, and in doing so I actually found a plane wreck with a little bit of luggage. I searched the plane wreck and we did find a blue flare, a pair of jeans, and a t-shirt. But more importantly, I was able to see from a high vantage point that the bear had died over here on the ice. So here we are, made our way on the ice to the bear. We're going to retrieve our arrow. And I guess we'll make a fire, harvest up this bear. There's a wolf over there. I prefer to avoid the wolf, if I can. I'm not smelly, so hopefully I'm not attracting the wolf. It does appear to be coming over here, though. Let's get a fire started. We'll use a torch, because I am taking damage from the cold. Looks like the wind might be... Which way is the wind blowing? Can't really tell. I guess we'll make a fire on the back side of the bear. Right here. We'll use the bear a little bit as a windbreak. I'm going to get the bear quartered, and then we can use the sled and take all this meat up to Misanthrope's homestead, where we can retrieve our boots and harvest the meat up there. We'll use a piece of coal. Should be warming up here pretty soon. Okay, I'm going to do some water. Let's do 2 liters. We can put our torch away. 2 hours on the fire. You know what? I should drop some tea, actually. Let's see if we can get some tea heated up here. Okay, we should be all right now. We're going to quarter this bear with the hacksaw.
Surrounded by snow.
Hopefully the weather stays good. Nice. So we got everything harvested up. Let's deploy our sled. Oh, I gotta get the water before it boils off. There we go. Okay. Let's put the sled right here.
Really walk with this much gear.
Okay, let's put everything in the sled. And we'll throw a few extra items just to get rid of our weight. Oh man, I've been carrying around some items I'd harvested. That's kind of silly. I got these from one of the houses. I meant to put them in the Quonset Garage, but I've just been carrying them around, I guess. So we got 49 minutes on the fire. Let's get a drink. Pick up our pot. Get a few torches. So I think once we collect our trade item, I think we might be able to get another Aurora tonight. We could do a trade. Okay, fire is done. Grab these. Let's get a weapon out. Actually, I just need a flare, I guess. So make our way all the way up to Misanthrope's homestead. Okay, we made it to Misanthrope's homestead. Let's get all this stuff inside.
Too much to carry.
Can I go inside? Yes. Okay, we'll drop all the smelly stuff right here. I'm also going to drop the crafting item. Well, see, not crafting, decorative. I'm going to drop the decorative items here. Those were all meant for the Quonset Garage, but I forgot to drop them. So anyway, we're going to put them here for now. I will come back for the meat and harvest that in a minute. I do want to go get our boots that we traded for. I also want to see, because the temperature is kind of nice, I would like to see if we could get some fir wood harvested. Yeah, temperature is not too bad. If I could just find some fir wood to harvest. Also, I was thinking I should probably get some old man's beard and leave it at the Quonset Garage just as an emergency backup. Because I only have what's in my inventory right now as far as disinfectant stuff. Looks like there might be some new items out on the beach. Might be worth going on the might be worth going on the ice to try to figure out what that is over there. There we go. He came through with the chemical boots. And from what you guys have told me, those aren't particularly useful, so I get the bow out just in case. I want to see what this is. We probably already searched this guy, right? We got crows above him. I'm sure we've already checked this guy. But we'll grab some feathers. No, it's a new corpse. Okay, have a look around. I'm going to put the crampons on. There we go. Give us just a little bit more time on the ice before we fall through. I want to see what that box is. Also, let me check the time. Sun is setting, so I really should make my way back to the Quonset Garage because there likely is going to be an Aurora tonight. I would like to talk to the trader. Let's see what new trades he might have available. Now that we've completed one of the trades. Anyway, let's check this locker, looks like. Huh, nothing. Alright, we'll go up to the Misanthropes, harvest the meat. Try to get back to the Quonset Garage as quick as we can. Still pretty warm. It'd be nice if we could find some fir wood. I would take the time to harvest it right now, if I could find some. I did get enough cedar to craft, but we still need fir. There we go. We're gonna harvest this. So we now have a total of 6 firwood limbs, or 6 firwood pieces of firewood. We need a total of 10 in order to craft the meat box. Is this firwood? Cedar. No, I don't need cedar. But since I'm here, I will get the sticks. Looks like visibility is clearing up. We could potentially get a free fire here. Might be worth getting a fire started. So we are down to just a tiny bit of meat here at Misanthrope's. So let's see if we can get a fire started. Maybe here with a windbreak. Yeah, I've got a free fire. Might be worth using some coal. We can get some meat cooking while we harvest these bags.
Perfect.
Nice, we got it. Add some sticks, a piece of coal. We're up to 2 hours on the fire.
Too cold to think.
I'll do half a liter. Let's grab some meat.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, I gotta drop the bear hide, don't I? Let's drop that, get that curing. I should also use maybe the cabinet here. Or the fridge. That's usually where we put stuff, isn't it? We'll put the loot in the fridge that we don't want to carry with us. I'll take the boots with us. Let's sort alphabetically. Or, you know, by condition. It's probably better. Get rid of the shirt and the jeans. I could probably switch back to the insulation rather than the crampons. Put those on. Okay, is there anything else we want to leave here? Got some low quality torches. Drop a little bit of water. Let's get this meat outside. Oh, we do have water right here. That's nice.
I'm gonna have to leave some of this gear behind.
Okay, we've got an hour and 40 on the fire. This water's done. Okay, I hope the wind doesn't blow our fire out here. Be kind of a shame. Yeah, let's go for half an hour of harvesting. We could use our knife. Water should be done boiling here pretty soon. We can get this meat cooking.
Trees.
There we go. Okay, we've got 45 minutes. You know, maybe I'll use the hacksaw.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer. It's getting dark out here.
Looks like we are getting
Shelter.
thirsty. Let's get a drink. And I'm gonna drop some tea just in case we want to head out of here. Got some fresh meat to eat. I'm going to start a pile. So cooked meat is going to go here. Raw meat is going to go here. And we'll start a pile for the fat, maybe in the middle. Let's make sure these don't burn. Okay, we should be good now. 36 minutes remaining on that meat. Perfect. If we do have an Aurora, I think the wind might calm down. Be my guess anyway. Got 30 minutes on the fire. Are we gonna have an Aurora tonight? I don't know. 10 minutes till ready. Got a piece of meat here we can put on once it's done. "26 minutes. I should add some fuel. So we're back up to an hour. Okay, let's harvest another bag. Okay, nice. Let's check on the meat. Let's drop these over here. And the cooked meat over here. Make sure we keep them separate. Gotta keep them separated. 12 minutes. Suppose I could try harvesting something for 12 minutes. "22 minutes. I will use the hacksaw. Well, I was really expecting there to be an Aurora tonight. "19 minutes. We got 13 on the fire. Let's keep it coming. Should we do a half hour? We should be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm hoping I don't burn that piece of meat that only had 15 minutes left. It should be okay though. Yeah, we're good. Alright, let's drop the fat over here. Sort alphabetically. And drop the raw meat here. And the cooked meat right here. And the fat right in the middle. Okay, how are we doing here? 40 minutes. Need some more fuel on the fire. That is our last stick. We're just about done anyway. Ooh, I should have got a drink. That's alright, we're gonna heal up nicely. Guess we'll just sleep here tonight. Cooked meat. It's not enough time on the fire to cook these, but good try it. Okay, I think we are done and ready for bed. Let's drop the fat.
I could eat anything right now.
I'm gonna eat this salmon. Let's get a little bit of vitamin C out of it. Okay, now we can get a drink. Nice. Okay, I think we're ready for bed. Collect these. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time for the fire. Like, I don't have enough fuel. Unless I harvest any of my torches. Which I don't particularly want to do. They're all above 30%, so we'll just let that time out, I guess. Unless there happens to be a fire. A stick nearby, I should say. I'll quickly look over here. There's a chance we could just grab a stick or two, and then that meat would be finished. By the way, is this a fur? It is. Okay, in the morning, I might want to harvest that. Let's just see if we have a stick over here. Yeah, we do. Just one, I guess. Just one lonely stick. Guess that's all we need. Might get a sprain here on this slope. There's more sticks, but these do take time to harvest. 10 minutes. Ooh. Sure, why not? Actually, the fire might go out anyway. Yeah, I think the fire just went out. Nope. Still going. Alright, we got some sticks. Okay, 14 minutes. That should work out, I think. Yeah, let's just go inside. I should actually drop the meat I'm carrying. I believe that is everything. Yeah, that's everything. Okay, let's go to bed.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
really all I have to do is take a few steps forward. We hit the bed because we did move the bed downstairs. You guys remember that? Makes it easy. Alright, I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning. I woke up fully rested. Let's get a drink. I'm curious how many days we've survived so far. It didn't tell us. We can scroll down here. So we are... Ooh, we hit it. We hit 100 days, guys. Congratulations, everybody. I believe we've officially completed 100 days. So nice. Very, very nice. Okay, I don't want to stick around here. I do want to get back on the road, although I do want to get that fir wood harvested. Let's see if the meat is done, and it is. Fully cooked meat. Eat that. And drop it right here. Ooh, temperatures. Oh, now it's cold. Okay. For a minute there, it was actually kind of warm. We are going to take some cold damage here. Yes, indeed. Taking some cold damage. Ooh, very cold. But that is what we need to do to get the fir wood.
Wait.
Let's get inside, warm up our toes.
Warming up a bit.
Oh, you know what, guys? I totally forgot we had a pile of sticks right here. I didn't need to go looking for sticks.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay. Well, checking the time. Let's see. Sun is still quite early. It's probably about 10 or 11 o'clock, judging by the position of the sun. Do I want to take any of these items back with us? It's not really that important. Possibly the... it says oven, but that's not an oven. Oh, is that technically a toaster oven? That's just a toaster, right? Would be nice to get all these things back, but it's going to slow me way down. We can do it in increments. We'll just take the toaster with us. The bear hide, probably just leave that curing here along with the guts. How much water am I carrying? 3 liters? Okay, that's probably about right. I might warm up just for a minute in the bed here. We'll pass time just to get nice and toasty. There we go. We've healed our hypothermia risk. We didn't take too much damage doing all that. We currently are at 6 pieces of fur. We need a total of 10. But let's make our way back to the Quonset Garage. Okay, I'm just going to leave all this meat here. I'll leave the sticks here. I think we're just going to go. Got some wolves out on the ice. You can probably smell the bear kill that we had on the ice. But we're going to try to avoid these guys. We'll get a flare out. Get the blue one out just in case. Try to walk around the wolves if I can help it. Guys, I want to check over here really quick and see if we ever got the secret from this little boat. I can't remember if we ever did. We're just passing by it, so I may as well check it. Maybe we didn't get the hint yet. There's supposed to be some little hint about secret stash hidden in a panel in this boat. I guess we didn't find it.
I want to lay down for a bit.
So I completely gutted all of the pretty much any loot out of this little building right here. Okay, I don't want to mess with those wolves. I want to make sure I can see them. Don't like this. Don't want to come over that hill right into a wolf. On the other hand, I also don't want to use a match unless I have to. Let's just give these guys plenty of room. See if we can spot them before they spot us. Lovely. Okay, let's switch to a torch. Alright, come on, Wolfie. You made me use a match. If you try to attack me again, I might actually shoot you, Wolf. Let's go around the back side, sneak in. Drop off all our loot. Get a bite to eat, I guess. Okay, let's go inside.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, well, we got back with the boots. We cleared the trader's cabinet, which should allow us to do trades in the future. I still have more harvesting in order to find more fur. So let's see how much fur we have now. Altogether, we've got 9 pieces.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
We really just need one more piece of fir wood, really. Over here, I've got a stack of 10, so we could get started, I guess. Yeah, we could actually get started on crafting our workbench. Kind of hate to let this fire go out. Do I have a stack of sticks? Maybe I'll cook a little bit. Got some reclaimed wood there. May as well get some water cooking, I guess. I really hate to just let a fire go to waste. Simply because a wolf decided to show a little interest in us. We'll keep the fire going.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Let's add some water. Do 2 liters. Let's pick this up. We'll put down water here. Let's do 2 liters. Let's add some more fuel. I'll do 2 hours. Okay. So we can do some crafting now. We can begin. If I pick these up, we can start crafting the woodworking. It's a furniture workbench, I think is what it's called. Sort alphabetically. Furniture workbench is going to take 4 hours. We'll have to do it in increments. Ooh, should I pick up some tools? Does that help? Anywhere, okay. Let's do 2 hours.
I can barely walk with
Ooh,
this much
taking
gear.
thirst damage. And my fire went out and my water boiled. Oh, good. At least we got water. Silver lining is water didn't boil off, but we did lose our fire. That's okay. We'll regain all our health tonight. Let's finish up crafting. 2 hours remaining. There we go. Got a furniture workbench. You know, I actually do kind of like it there. I may play around with it. Move it somewhere else. But guys, we are ready to craft the meat curing box. As soon as we can get some some fir wood. Let's see what that takes. I guess that's under the letter M. There we go. Meat curing box. Alphabetically, it's under M. We need 10 fir wood. We do have plenty of salt. It's going to take 6 hours, so it's possible that the temperature is not too bad right now. We could go try to find some more fir wood. Let's drop that and that and that. Just make sure we have a pot. So I gotta pick up this pot right here. Can put the skillet on the stove, on the fire barrel. Put the woodworking tools up here for now. Guess we didn't really need the quality tools. Is that everything? Okay. We do have some items we could drop, I saw. Such as the toaster. Put that there. What else am I hauling? Got a bunch of sticks, okay? Torches, I should say. Could leave those here. We'll drop one. Okay. And what else? Do I have the bear hide or anything? Seems like I'm pretty heavy. I got 7 liters of water, and I got the boots. So we can leave those behind, I guess. Let's put those in here. If we ever leave this place, we're going to take those boots with us, and we're going to take the gas mask filters. Feels good to have all this water, though, stored up. Can never have too much water. Well, I did actually cook some of the fat, and now I actually regret it because I remember somebody saying you can actually use the fat for pemmican if you ever get the recipe. So I won't be cooking any more oil with the fat. I think it's too valuable if we use it for pemmican. That's probably a better trade-off. All right. This is looking pretty good. I do want to head out and try to find some more fir wood. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. That'd be a big help. And we're not heavy for the moment. So let's go head out. Ooh, got a big storm. Let's see if we're warm in here. Just barely cold. I could try to read. Let's read for an hour. See if we can beat the cold. Hey, we did. Nice. We only have 1 hour remaining on the sewing primer. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but earlier in this episode I did complete the level 3 mending. So we are now skilled. You're getting good at mending cloth. Start over. You're getting good at mending cloth items. Your repairs are faster than before and more efficient. Mistakes are rare. 75% chance of successful repair. Repair times decrease by 15% and 10% greater item condition increase. Nice. Ooh, and we're cold. All right.
Felt so cold.
Well, it's too bad. We've got a storm going on. I'd really like to get some fir wood so we could get that meat bench, meat box crafted up. Yeah, guys, I'm kind of anxious to get out of here. Can you tell? I'd like to get that meat box crafted as soon as possible. Oh, we got some cured guts. I might just pass some time here. Wait for the storm to let up. I might have to sleep here, actually. Oh, I was thinking. We just saw that the lockers washed up on the ice. I wonder if I should have harvested those for the metal. I mean, we're not hurting for metal, really, but it would be kind of good to use the free metal that washes up. I guess it's kind of renewable in that way, as long as you have the patience to wait for the tide to bring in some scrap metal. Anyway, guys, I think I'll do another skip here, just kind of waiting out until we can get that meat box crafted up. And I hate to make you guys wait, so I'll flounder about a little bit more. Just kind of bouncing around inside here until I can get that meat box crafted up so we can get out of here. So I'll see you in a minute, guys. Okay, guys, I think that is the last little bit of fir wood that we need. So let's head back to the Quonset Garage. See if we can craft up this meat box now. I know there's some wolves around here. Gotta kind of be careful. Alright, let's get a bite to eat. We'll do some crafting, and then we could be on our way out of here. Eat some venison. We're actually going through this pile of meat rather quickly, I think. Okay, I do believe we have enough wood. So let's take a look. The fir wood.
Not sure I can carry much more.
And I'm going to need some salt. You know what? I did pick up a bunch of decorative items we can leave here. Leave all those here for now. Be kind of fun to place those. Make this place look nice. But right now, I do want to just focus on getting the meat curing box going. Let's try that. So we got the tools. We'll sort alphabetically. I think it would show up here if we had everything. So I must be missing something. What am I missing? I mean, I need more salt. I thought I grabbed enough. I did grab quite a lot of salt. I probably should get it from the drawer instead of from the top. Okay, hopefully that is enough. Got plenty of time. Still not showing up. What am I missing? Did I still not get enough salt? Meat curing box. Where are you?
I can barely walk with this much
No,
gear.
it should be up there. Rustic table. Why isn't it showing up? Meat curing box. I still don't have enough salt. Man, I have to just grab so much salt. Okay, that better be enough salt. Let's get a drink. I've got some crafting to do. Meat curing box. Here we go. It's going to take 6 hours. Let's go for 3 at a time. Let's do the whole thing. Let's see how long it will let us go. Nice. Crafted meat curing box. So it should be, what, in our inventory? Let's take a look. Is it in here? Meat curing box. Nice. Okay, so we're going to go into the customization mode. Now we can place it. I typically like to leave it over here. If it will let me, right? Right there. It should be full of salt, right? Okay, so we've got to get this thing loaded with meat. Let's get the meat curing.
I would drink almost anything about now.
Let's get some water. We're going to grab some meat. So raw meat, right? We'll do the bear meat.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, that's a lot of meat. Let's see if it will let us do all that. Let's get a drink. Boy, it's getting late. Sun's going down already. I'm surprised we haven't had another Aurora. Does it matter what condition the meat is? Ooh, there's even room for a little bit more meat. That's really good, guys. So we are getting that meat curing. I'll grab a little bit more. I've always thought it's so strange that you can cure meat without cooking it. You know? It's like beef jerky, right? For example, it's not cooked. It's not cooked, but it's like cured, so it's safe to eat, but it's not like cooked over heat. Kind of weird.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay, nice. So that is full. And now I don't feel bad leaving this place behind because we've got the meat curing. That's really what we came back for to the coastal highways. We brought back the tools so we could make the meat curing box. Nice, guys. We are really coming along on our survival here. Feels like we are succeeding. We've hit day 100. We've got meat curing. We can travel with meat without being smelly. It is getting late. I wonder if we'll get an Aurora tonight. By the way, some of the things I've been doing, I did craft up a bunch more fishing hooks. I also repaired our hacksaw a little bit. Can drop our tools. I picked up a can of spray paint. We might want to swap out our sewing kit before we leave. So I got our hacksaw back up to 97%. We only have an hour left on our book here. Maybe I should use it for an hour. And we can leave that book behind. We can leave the fir wood. And I should probably keep the accelerant if I run into a bear. I dropped a bunch of matches here on the desk. I do want to leave behind. I had an extra old man's beard that I crafted. I should put that in the drawer. Right here. Before we leave, we do want to take the canister filters. Maybe I should grab them now. And we should grab the boots, I think, because we're going to be heading to the far territories. I think we're going to be going to the airfield here. I would like to linger in the dark a little bit. Let's see if we can get an Aurora. It'll be kind of nice to get one last trade in or something maybe before we leave. Let's see. I do want to... I was going to drop the book. I think I already did, though. Did I drop the book? Let's head outside, see what the weather's like. A little bit on the cold side. Yeah, there's not a whole lot left for me to do. Could try breaking down a pallet, I guess. Really just trying to pass time. It's going to take too long, though. We'll get freezing cold in that time. Yeah, so what can I do for passing time? Just trying to wait to see if we get an Aurora. It's too cold in the vehicle. Actually, it's just a little bit cold. I don't have a book to read. Is there anything to craft? Could craft a fishing tackle, I guess. Okay. How many fishing tackle do we have now? By the way, I found the tip-ups. We have 6 tip-ups. I kind of like the idea of having a nice amount of fishing tackle, just in case we do end up having to get some vitamin C fishing or wherever we end up. Probably good to have some fishing hooks. So I've got 1 extra hook, and do I have any extra fishing line? 2 line, okay. This also can be used for repairs. Wow, guys. This is exciting for me, being able to set out. Guess we just need to get the boots. Maybe I'll sleep in increments just to see if we get an Aurora. Okay, we'll go for a little bit longer. Sleeping a longer period of time would be better for healing, but like I said, I do just want to see if we get an Aurora. We'll go for 3 hours. Okay, still no Aurora. Man, we are not tired, though. Not tired, and it is still dark. So that means I'm going to do some running around, because I don't really have a lot else to do. I guess we could go try to harvest some more fir wood, but that would give me damage. Oh yeah, so cold. Really don't know what else to do. Craft some more fishing tackle. Guys, I guess I'll just wait and see you in the morning so you don't have to wait along with me. I'll see you in a minute. Okay guys, welcome back. We've got some daylight now. I did a little bit of decorating as we were waiting, so the place is all nicely decorated for when we come home, I guess, when we come back. Even got the pancake sign hanging up. So we are ready to set out, pretty much. I thought before we left, our coat is at 81% condition, and we're heading into a very cold region. And so I thought maybe, because we have so many bear skins, we should take a minute and try to repair our coat. Now, we could potentially lose the bear hide and guts if we fail this, but we're going to try it. Let's see if we can fix... Oh, you know, I'm going to use a different sewing kit. I swapped these out. We'll use the 41% sewing kit. We'll save the 100% one for bringing along with us. Hopefully we get a good luck roll on this. Nice, we were successful. Our coat is back up to 100% condition. Excellent. Now, I am bringing along with us 2 extra cured guts and a deer hide in the event that we want to repair something else. For example, our sled. We can fix that up. So I'm going to bring those along with us. Let's drop this other sewing kit. We'll leave that behind. If you'd like to take a look here, I'll scroll through. These are all the items we are bringing. I'll sort alphabetically here. These are all the items that we're going to be taking with us as we head out of the, I guess it's the lower Great Bear Island. We're going to be heading into the far territories by way of the ravine, and then through Mystery Lake and Forlorn Muskeg, Broken Railroad, and then on to the Forsaken Airfield. So it should be exciting. I think we're ready to go. Let's make sure we have enough water. I did pick up the fishing book, so we do have a little bit of reading we could do if we want to bring that with us. Let's check on our water situation. So we've got 2 liters. You know, I'm going to grab one more. We are taking 5 coal with us. Maybe I should take a little bit more.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
I'm going to take a bunch of coal. We're going to leave that at the camp office, I think, when we go to Mystery Lake. We'll leave that at the camp office. We got a very nice supply of coal here. Yeah, guys, I think we're ready to go. Let's head out. Thank you so much, Quonset Garage. You've been so good to us. I do hope the weather is good enough for us to travel now. I'm not going to really update our notes. I mean, this is kind of our main base, right? So I'm not going to really list everything here. Kind of have an idea already of everything that we've got here. I did take the filters, by the way. Grab the filters and the boots. So anyway, we are good. Let's go. Beautiful day. Wonder if I should get a free fire to carry along with us. It's going to be a little on the windy side, unfortunately. But a free fire is a free fire, and we could potentially be walking into wolves. Look at that. The snowflakes are falling, so we quickly took advantage of that. Or was that just... Maybe it's not snowflakes. I can't tell. Is it ash from the soot, the fire? Maybe.
Nuts.
We did it. Okay, let's add a couple sticks, I guess. Take a torch. I guess really I could drop a tea, because we are cold. You know, I will add one more stick. Let's drop our tea and get it warmed up. I'm going to cook an herbal tea. Because I left one of the herbal teas behind on the shelf. I kind of like the idea of having an herbal tea cooked in my inventory. While that's cooking, I am going to grab just a couple sticks. We have a few torches, but not a lot. Don't have a ton of torches. Let's make sure we are nice and full before we head out. I'm gonna stoke the fire and pull some torches.
Drop any of this gear.
Nice, we're getting some good torches. 15 minutes, okay. Let's drink a reishi tea. Put these other ones in our thermos. Let's grab a torch. Drink a hot tea. and say goodbye to Quonset Garage. Goodbye, Quonset Garage. Been very good to us. We've got to make it clear across the map. Hey, Wolf, it's good we have this torch, isn't it? We're going to head out on the ice. Just to kind of speed things up, we're going to cut across the map. And hopefully the weather holds up. You know, I probably should just scare this wolf now. Just in case the wind blows out my torch. Okay, we'll let him do his thing. We're going to cut across the map. I hope this is the right angle. Okay guys, we made it to a little trailer here. We're going to stop inside just to warm up for a minute, seek shelter from this freezing cold wind.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Nice. Okay, we're going to warm up a little bit, take a look at our hypothermia risk. We were traveling kind of a long time there. Took a chunk of damage from the cold. I think we'll just stick here for a minute just to warm up. Put our gun away. We'll pass time for a minute until we're warm. Well, maybe we could probably do a little longer, but let's get a drink. Sounds like the wind may have stopped. Water purification tablets. Yeah, we have been here before. Don't really have a use for those. Occasionally I do remember to use these, but for the most part they just take up space and weight. So anyway, let's take a look at what it looks like outside. Looks like the wind has stopped. It's not quite as cold now. We just have one arrow going down. I guess technically I could have warmed up a little bit longer in there, but I'm gonna take the warm weather. A little bit of snowflakes. Let's get our gun out just in case we walk into something with big teeth. Like a walrus. Or an elephant. Ooh, this could be bad. Looks like a storm is actually coming.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
It's always my fear when I go indoors. I always fear the weather's going to change like this. Seems to kind of trigger a weather change. So sometimes you're better off just pushing on. Anyway, this should lead us up to the other trailer and the train tracks, where we can seek shelter. Let's check the time. It's probably about 5 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock. So we're making really good progress. Crossing the entire map, pretty much. I don't think we get a bear up here, but I think we can get wolves. So I might actually switch to a flare. Like to avoid using our distress pistol if possible. It's kind of a get out of jail free card using the distress pistol. Just scares away everything. So we have a long way to go still to get to gosh, what am I trying to say? Thinking of all the places we have to go. We have to go through the ravine, Mystery Lake. Probably need to spend time in Forlorn Muskeg because of the safe. Once we enter that territory, we got to drop down and check the safe, or else it will be gone forever. It's kind of a bug. Anyway, we'll stop in this trailer. Guys, I think this is where we're going to call it. If you made it this far into the episode, I do want to say thank you for coming along. I do hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please take a minute, press the like button, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Hopefully you're already subscribed so you don't miss out on the adventure. But most importantly, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.